Hello, everybody. Time for another 5-minute podcast to help you in whatever you decide you're going to be doing with it. Today, we're going to talk about the power of failure. And yes, there is great power in failure. So, I'm going to go away and I'm going to talk for 5 minutes, and you can do whatever you want. So, there will be nothing on the screen, it will be blank. You can stick the phone in your back pocket, you can do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you in 5. All right, here we go. So, most people think that success is the best thing in the world. I actually think that failure is, because failure in and of itself is a learning opportunity. You learn what you did wrong, you learn how to do it right, you learn that some things in life we're not the greatest at. Um, there's so much power in failure. Um, and I really don't think it's a bad word, because you're giving yourself an opportunity again to succeed. One of the greatest lines, and I'm going to paraphrase, is from, I believe it's Batman Begins. And Bruce Wayne's dad is talking to him as a child, and he says, "Bruce, why do we fall?" I don't know. And it's because then we learn to pick ourselves back up. And in everything that not everything that we do, but for a lot of things that we do, we're not going to be great at it the first time. The worst thing that could have ever happened to Giuseppe was when he picked up his bow and he hit a bullseye the first time. Because now he expects to hit a bullseye each and every time he picks up that bow. And it doesn't always happen. And then he gets frustrated. When we're learning how to put our routines together, and we're learning how to get our home in order, and we're learning how to declutter, and we're learning how to take care of ourselves, we're going to stumble. We're going to fail. We're going to fall off the wagon. And the power comes in learning what you did, or learning what happened to make us come off. That's 2 minutes, people. To cause that. Because if you learn what went wrong, you can then learn to make it right. So maybe it's because you were adding too many things at one time and not focusing on one thing in particular. Maybe you were trying to do things when you had a time crunch and you can't do it with a time crunch. There's so many different things that can cause it. Maybe you just approached it at the wrong way. You will never fail in a complete aspect as long as you keep trying, as long as you keep learning from what you did wrong. Because maybe in learning what you did wrong, that's a minute. So we got 2 minutes left now. In learning what you did wrong, it can help teach you with something else. It can show you another avenue. Failure is so empowering because it teaches us to be persistent. There's that word again. In what we're doing, to not give up, to not quit, to not stop trying. You learn so many things when it comes to failing that it gives you a broader understanding. Especially like in a school setting. You don't do great at a test, well, then you get to go back and you get to review information, and maybe you'll pick up on 3 or 4 other things that you learn. Whereas if you would have got it right the first time, you would have missed those 4 extra things, because you don't have to go back and you don't have to reevaluate. When it comes to our home setting, if we put something in place and it doesn't work, then we have to go back and we have to reevaluate what we did and what we're doing and why did it go wrong. And that can teach us so many things about ourselves, about how we view things, about the wonderful thing that is life and how it is changed and it's fluid, and what is a failure one time might be a success another time. So, I mean, success is not a dirty word, but there are much more learning opportunities when it comes to failure, that we need to not look failure as a dirty word and look at it as a challenge. Time's up. Way to go, people. I'm so proud of you. The key to it is to never stop trying. Okay? Everything will happen in time. Don't forget to hit subscribe. This is my most recent upload, and this is the one YouTube thinks you should be watching next. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.